Also don't like dealing with intake manifolds on 5.4s, but here we are. How's it going, everybody? It's Dustin here. It's been a while. Well, I have been busy, like working 6 days a week for the last month or so. Then when I have been off, like we've been doing side business stuff, and I have been busy. Not only have I been busy, but my vehicles have been dropping like flies. The little gray Jetta that we worked on a few months ago for my son, radiator and condenser got knocked out of it. I had to do that. That was one of my days off. My white TDI diesel Jetta. It's a 2012 with 160 something thousand miles. Motor let go the other day, like kablooey. So bad. Then the auction truck, the 2001 Ford. About an hour from the house, my son was driving it and called and overheated. Got it home, and that is the discussion of today's video. So we've got a 2001 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive. Know the truck. It's low mileage. It's 140 something thousand miles. I think 149 now. And yeah, there it is. In all of its 5.4 2-valve glory. No fun at all. So the discussion in my head here is, do you fix this thing? Like, so me and Joe from the Okie Woodsman had a long talk about vehicles a while back. You buy a cheap vehicle, where do you stop before it's like, I need to cut ties and move on to another cheap truck? So I paid $1,500 for this truck. It's 4-wheel drive, automatic, AC's cold, cruise works, all the windows work, locks work, all that stuff works, 4-wheel drive works. It's not bad little truck. So if you go off that and 140 something thousand miles, you think, of course you're going to fix it. You don't want to buy another truck. Here's the bad. Third gear's been out of it since I bought it. So 55 is my top speed right now. It is rotted out like nobody's business. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a solid truck, right? Well, let's take a peek. There's rot. There's the floorboards. Rotted. Same deal on the other side. Floorboards are rotted out. The bed is completely, I'll show you. The bed is completely rotted out. This is the plastic bed liner. So, I've got a truck that the transmission has lost third gear, and sooner or later we'll lose the rest of them. I've got not good bones to start with, but it runs good. So you've got to, in my head, I'm playing this, how far is too far on fixing this? And what's the point? I just need to say, you know what? That's it. It's going to the crusher, and we'll start over with another $1,500 truck. So I've put over 10,000 miles on this truck without third gear. So, I mean, I've got my $1,500 out of it just in use. But do you fix it or do you crush it? So I knew it had an antifreeze leak, coolant leak. So I told myself, if I can fix it for $300, then I'll fix it. If it's going to be more than $300, not fixing it. It's not worth it. Because I know, even if I fix the engine, I've still got a bad transmission. It's drivable, and I drive it all over the place. I just can only go 55. You can squeeze it up to 60, but that's about it. So, do I fix it, or do I go crush it, probably get $500 for it, and move on to another truck? I think for me, I'm going to see if I can fix it for $300. Needs an intake manifold. So, it was leaking right through here. This is the crossover, and the crossover bolts together from underneath. And this crossover bolt, if you can see right there, is loose. And this part of the intake has failed. So I need a new intake manifold. So I browsed Amazon, and I can get a new intake manifold, new coils, new spark plugs, and new injectors for under $300. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, why would you put coils and injectors in it? Well, this stuff's all factory. It's 24 years old. It's time to replace that stuff. And these trucks are not the funnest to work on. Not at all. So I don't want to work on it again up here. I don't want to work on this stuff again. So that's kind of my thought process. If the truck had a solid body, like if the floorboards weren't rotted out, I could care less about the bed. We can build a flat bed or something for that. I really wish the floorboards weren't rotted out. Because if the floorboards weren't rotted out, I'd have the transmission rebuilt right now and wouldn't even think twice about it. I like these trucks. I've always had. My dad had several of them. My uncle had a bunch of them. I like these trucks. So, and this one, interior is in, as far as everything goes, everything works. And that's hard to find. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Think I should fix it or crush it? I haven't ordered anything yet. So, I don't know. I had to put it on a tow dolly and pull it home with an SUV, so that was fun. But I need a truck. So that's another pickle. Like, I really need the truck. But do I need this truck? Do I need to fix this truck? That's the question. And I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's the perfect truck. It's not big enough to haul anything other than just small size stuff. Like, you're not going to haul a big auction load or scrap load with it. But, which I've got that for that. You all know that. Yeah. But like that VW, that was a simple. I'm not fixing it. The DPF filter needs replaced, or it needs deleted. The motor's trash. I'm going to cut my losses on that car and see what I can get out of it and send it down the road. I'm not fixing that one. For some reason, this truck is a harder decision for me, I think, because I actually need the truck. If I didn't need the truck, I'd just send it down the road. I don't know. And if I can get this stuff fixed for under $300, which I know I can, I've already looked the parts up. Maybe this winter we can pull the transmission out and try and rebuild it ourselves. Probably just needs a few special tools. So, I don't know. If it was you all's truck, what would you do? Would you crush it or save it? There's not much, like whenever you look at it and the body's rotted out, the transmission's bad. So like selling parts off of it and stuff like that, it's really not much there to sell. So trying to piece it out like that, I don't really have any interest in. And as far as trying to sell it to someone else, I'm not going to get much more than I can just taking it straight to the junkyard, and then I ain't got to deal with people. So pretty bummed out, because I have that white Jetta, the diesel, I had put brakes and rotors on the back of it 3 days before the engine blew up. It's really frustrating. So yeah, and to be honest with you, I think I've got a lifter starting to go down in the dump truck. I'm getting a lot of ticking noise. I got to get a valve cover pulled off of it and see what's going on there. But that's no hard decision. I don't care what's wrong with it. It's getting fixed. If the cam is going down in it, we'll probably put a more performance cam in it for towing, do an intake manifold and carburetor. That's really why I haven't ever touched anything, because it works and it works good. But if I have to pull the engine out and go through it, it's getting beefed up. But that's another day. I hope I can get through the pumpkin patch with the dump truck holding up for me. The box truck, I talked to a buddy of mine who's he's a Ford master mechanic, has been for 20 years, and I checked into kits to redo the spark plug hole in the box truck, and the quality kit's over $200, and he said he would fix it for $200. So I'm gonna take it to him, and should have the box truck up and going for just a couple $100. So that's going to really help out for the pumpkin patch, having a box truck, but I still need this truck. I can't take the dump truck out too far, especially right now where I feel like I've got an issue starting to come up, which is crazy because we just did a vacuum test and stuff on it a while back and it was great. So that's where I'm at. That's where I've been. Wish I'd been going to auctions and all kinds of fun stuff like that, but no. Yeah, ain't been to an auction like 2 months. It hurts. I love going to auctions, but oh well. Also don't like dealing with intake manifolds on 5.4s, but here we are. So drop me a comment. Tell me what you think. Fix it or crush it. I don't know. You all know as much as I know about the situation. So it's got good tires. I let all the air out of them so it'd be lower to the ground, easier to lay over the hood. Yeah, drop me a comment. Kind of looking for advice on this one. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next video.